Hello, everybody. This is Roger Morgan and Brooke Sloat. We're coming to you live, and we've got a wonderful topic for our Lunch and Learn today. Before I introduce Brooke, our wonderful guest today, let me introduce myself. My name is Roger Morgan. I'm the founder and CEO of Pawtree. And when people ask me, what is Pawtree? What do you do? I love to say that often people are mistaken. They think what we do is sell pet products. And while it's true, we do offer wonderful pet products for sale. We have incredible healthy dog and cat food. We have amazing nutritional supplements. We have amazing freeze-dried and dry roasted treats. So we do have amazing nutrition for pets, but that's not what we do. What we do is we change the lives of pets and people. That's what we do. And there is one of those pets in the background right now, Jojo, who is one of my two dogs. And we really do. We change the lives of pets and people every single day through the amazing products that we offer and the amazing opportunity we offer as well to share our products and earn an income. So that's what we do at Pawtree. And our vision is to create a world filled with unconditional love where pets and their people thrive. That's our vision statement, and we are making it happen every single day. We're glad you could join us on this live today to talk a little bit about a topic that is, I think, a topic that affects most of us as pet parents, which is anxiety a thing for pets? And that's a topic that I think all of us have faced in one way or another with our pets. And so we've got our wonderful director of product development on the Zoom today, Brooke Sloat, for our Lunch and Learn. Brooke, welcome to the Zoom. Thank you for taking some time to jump on with us onto this Facebook Live, and can't wait to see if we can learn something over the next few minutes with you on anxiety. Is anxiety a thing for pets? So with that, could I get this started by asking you a question? Is this really a thing? Is anxiety, truly a thing? And how do you recognize anxious behavior in pets?
Okay, well, Roger, yes, anxiety in pets is absolutely a thing. And statistically, what's interesting is about 1 in 3 dogs and cats show signs of anxiety during their lifetime. And the things that are, that pet parents are going to see is that those pets are going to pace and they're going to pant and they're going to try and hide under something. They're going to try and get away from the thing that's bothering them. They may not even want to come to you, their most trusted, parent, because they just want to hide. And hiding under a bed is a big thing. I have one of those dogs, so I can, kind of give you some examples of that.
Okay, wonderful. And is it common? I mean, does it happen with a lot of pets?
Yeah, about 1 in 3. 1 in 3 dogs and cats all have this, and they may show it sometime in their lifetime. A lot of times this happens if they're not showing it right away, it'll happen later in their lifetime, but it can happen. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we've established that it is really a thing, which I think all of us probably, from being pet parents ourselves, I think we know it. There's something to it. I think all of us kind of anticipated that answer. But what are some of the triggers that cause anxiety or anxious behavior for our pets?
Okay, so first, I just wanted to address, I think that I don't know that all pet parents realize what's happening, because we get a lot of phone calls and I talk with a lot of pet parents. And so I'll explain a little bit of, I mentioned that they'll pace and pant, but I'll explain a little bit more in a moment. So some of the triggers that you asked, okay, noise is a big trigger. So thunderstorms are a big one. When those storms come through, they not only hear the crash of the thunder and they see the lightning, but they also feel the barometric pressure. Sometimes your pet might kind of tell you that a storm is coming because you don't even see it happening and they'll feel it. Okay, so there is that barometric pressure, that invisible thing that you may not see or feel. Fireworks are huge. 4th of July is very scary for our pets. We like to go and watch the fireworks. They would rather hide under a bed. So noise is a big thing. separation anxiety. And what I mean by that is when you leave your home, you go to work, you leave them to go run errands. Have you ever come back and your pet's been destructive? They've torn up some furniture, they've scratched at your doors.
Oh,
yeah, trying to get, what they're trying to do is they're trying to
oh,
get,
yeah.
okay? They miss you. They want to be with you. They want to protect you. Separation anxiety is a huge thing, and it's not a bad behavior. It's that they're anxious. So it's it can be, you might think that your pet is a bad pet. They're not a bad pet. They can't help themselves. They're anxious. Okay. So that's separation anxiety. Traveling is a big one as well. Going to the vet, going to the groomer. Okay. Not necessarily fun times for your pets, not all the time. I love it. Every time I get a new puppy and I go to the vet, oh, they love the vet. They go in, they can't wait to be held by everybody until they get their first set of shots. And then after that, they're a little apprehensive about going in. So
I understand.
Exactly. So going to the vet, going to the groomer, if you've ever been at your vet's office and your pet is trying anxiously to get to you, that's showing that they're anxious or having some anxiety at that time as well. They're fearful, they're afraid, they're coming to you for comfort. Boarding is another thing. Not only are you leaving them, but you're leaving them in a strange place. And boarding is a good thing, but pets can get anxious there as well. And then another one is stranger anxiety. And what I mean by that is when you have visitors to your home, friends, family, but people they're maybe not comfortable around necessarily, workers that are in or around your home. Think about, when people come and they mow your lawn and they hear those mowers outside and they hear people clipping things outside, that makes them anxious as well. What if you had parties? And people come for those parties. Halloween is a big deal. Halloween, everybody rings the doorbell and your pets go crazy. That's a very good time to help them calm down. So those are some of the major triggers, the most common triggers that you'll see.
Wonderful. So I know, honestly, just my own personal experience, we do have one of our two dogs is highly anxious. And so almost everything you've just outlined is true for us. We've experienced those things with our dog Jojo. Bella is a little bit less anxious or prone to anxiousness, but Jojo, pretty much across the board, everything you just talked about is true. So
before you go on, just to let you know something, what's interesting. Okay, so I have, as you know, 6 Shih Tzus, and two of them are from, one set of them too are from the same mom. And I noticed my older one, Ginger, she is very anxious. Everything that I've described to you, that's exactly what she does during storms. That's her big time, right? Okay, the littler one, Callie, who's a few years younger than Ginger is, she watches Ginger very closely. She feels like she should be scared about something because her big sister is, but she doesn't know why. I called my breeder to find out if her mom actually had a problem with calming, or anxiety, and she actually did, and the grandmother. So it is hereditary, or can be hereditary too.
Well, interesting, very interesting. So now that we kind of get a sense for some of the ways we would observe it, and again, I think people who have these experiences with their pets, they know, right? We all kind of know, yeah, that's the sign I see, and I'm seeing comments also being posted by people who can relate and have similar experiences with their pets. So the question next, I guess, for you to help us is, what can pet parents do to help their pets who do exhibit these kind of behaviors?
Well, the first thing that you might think to do is grab your baby and hold on to them, okay? But in those times, as much as Ginger, my favorite little girl, is scared, and as much as she loves me, she does not want me to comfort her. She wants to get away, okay? So there are some things out in the marketplace that you can use. Some people use tight clothing that applies pressure on their chest, much like when you swaddle an infant, okay? There are diffusers with essential oils or pheromones that can help calm them down. Of course, there's always medications that you can give. Those are just some very common things that you can give. There's also, I'm sorry, there's of course supplements too that you can give as well, and I believe there's also some treats that tout that they help with calming.
And so, help us understand how effective are these things? It sounds like there's a variety of different solutions that are out there. How effective are those? And what do you suggest?
So many of these things can work, but they do have drawbacks, right? So you have to look at everything. Does it work? And is it something that I want to use all the time? So medication, something that can work if you get it in them soon enough, et cetera. But medication often has side effects. And I don't know about you, but I'm one who would prefer to give something more natural than something, that's going to have side effects like that. So natural with no side effects. I mentioned oils like diffusers, oils and pheromones, right? And those can work too, but they're only good if the pet stays in the room where those things are, right? So if they're trying to get away and they have a chance to run under your bed, but you have the diffuser going in your family room, not probably going to be the best help for them, right? And how many hours do you want to leave tight clothing on your frightened pet in case they might get upset when you're gone, with separation anxiety? You could be gone for 8 hours, working 9 hours. And do you want to keep that on them, right? So, there's drawbacks, and you just kind of have to decide what's going to work best for you and for your pets.
Makes sense. So you talked a little bit about supplements, and that supplements are an option. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure, absolutely. So mention supplements. I always prefer to give something that's more natural, that doesn't have side effects, that works and does the trick. And then when it's done, and your pet is normal again, right? So what you want to do is look for natural supplements that help with the following things, or have ingredients that help with the following things. So you want them to say it relieves anxiety and stress. It alleviates nausea. A lot of times when your pets get into this fearful mode, they do get nauseous. And that's not anything you want to have happen, during this time. You want to, make them feel comfortable, right? Something that might calm their mind. If a supplement talks about increasing the brain levels of serotonin, that's a big thing. Serotonin, right, makes us feel better. It makes your pet feel better as well. Something that promotes relaxation. I mean, the ultimate relaxation, you guys, is sleep. If something can just calm them down, that nothing bothers them, they drift off to sleep while the storm is there or the fireworks are happening, you'll all be better off. So you want to look for a supplement that has natural ingredients, that has no side effects, that addresses those types of things. And then the other thing is, maybe there are supplements out there that do all of that, okay? But do they have the right ingredients at the right amounts, or is it just label dressing that they're just saying, well, yeah, we have all those things, but they actually don't work, okay? So of course, I mean, we are Pawtree, and we do offer something, and those of you are pet pros, we launched our product Chillax, okay? This has been a phenomenal product for us and for a lot of pets around the United States. There's a storm coming through our area today, and I will tell you, I've chillaxed all my dogs to make sure that they are nice and comfortable so I can work.
Well, that's wonderful. We're getting some comments here, on the screen too, that Chillax has really been a lifesaver for a lot of people who are commenting. That it's been a game changer. That it's been wonderful for their pets for various circumstances. One question that was asked is, can you give a pet Chillax every day?
Yes, you can. That's the beauty of Chillax, is it's all natural. So you can give it every day. You can give a chew, depending on how many chews you need to give, depending on the weight of your pet, which it'll tell you right here. You can give several chews a day. Just follow the directions. So it's all natural. It's not going to hurt them at all, and you will definitely see a difference and make your pet comfortable.
Wonderful. And I know, the key thing here is helping people understand, yes, that anxiety is a real thing. How do you look for those signs? What are some of the ways that you can treat those and help, relax our pets in those times of discomfort? You've mentioned, many solutions, including the Chillax product that we offer at Patri. Just in kind of as we wrap up, is there anything? I know there's a lot of really great ingredients, and we don't need to go through every ingredient in Chillax. But are there one or two things that you want to call out that that are interesting for people who are trying to learn and become better pet parents and more informed pet parents? Anything that in our ingredients that really really makes this a standout product, and that others might want to look for and make sure that you have if you're providing this a similar product for your pet?
Sure. So we were very, very careful in selecting ingredients for Chillax because we wanted to make sure 100% that every ingredient that we put in did something to help your pets, and at the amounts where they will work, and also that these ingredients work together. So they work synergistically together to calm your pet. We're big fans of hemp seed oil and hemp seed powder. Now, this is not CBD. This has no THC, but hemp seed oil and hemp seed powder help to reduce anxiety and discomfort for your pets. Chamomile and ginger are also ingredients that we use to help alleviate that nausea that I talked about. We also use valerian and melatonin to promote relaxation and sleep. So those are some of the ingredients. Of course, if you want to know and all things about Chillax, you can go to patri.com and see, what's in it and how much is in it, et cetera. But we were very, very careful in the formulation. And from what I can tell from all the feedback we've been getting, we have helped many, many, many pets.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Brooke. This is great information, timely, for us. I know, again, I deal with this almost on a daily basis with my pets, and I know that they're, wonderful beneficiaries of this fantastic product, Chillax, and the information that you've provided to help us understand and identify, when these issues are occurring, and some of the other options that are available out there for us to address this. Very, very helpful. We appreciate you taking some time.
One other thing, I'm sorry, because it is very timely. Look, April is just around the corner, and they always talk about April showers bring May flowers. Well, those showers also bring anxiety for our pets. So this might be a time that you can test out and see how well Chillax or other products might work for your pets.
Wonderful. Good. Very good tip. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you for jumping on during the Lunch and Learn. And I think next Friday we'll be back with another topic with Brooke Sloat. All this wonderful empowerment. These are great short Lunch and Learn Facebook Lives to help all of us feel better and more empowered as pet parents to love on these fur babies. So you guys all have a great day. Thanks for joining with us. Thank you, Brooke, for being on today and for all your wonderful words of wisdom.
Thank you, Roger. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.